Yeah. Cardio?
We are actually live on YouTube now. So if everyone could please mute their mics. We are actually live. Everyone could mute their mics. All right, well, that was one of my founding players. You know, I'm Savon Smith. And again, that was one of my founding players. And I'll give a little history of how founding players got started. Started my organization with 2 kids, and then it went from 2 to 5 to 6. So it's 6 founding players. And I I do the basketball program for the city of Royal Palm Beach in West Palm Beach, Florida. And I wanted to do more than just basketball. So I didn't want the kids to just, play basketball and be done with, the sports. Someone can mute that, please. And it went from 2 to 5 to 6. So it's 6 founding players. And I do the basketball program. Somewhere we're having a feedback. And
it's probably someone's YouTube.
Do more than just basketball, so I didn't want. Yeah, because mine's is mute. Basketball and be
I'll double check mine. My YouTube's off.
Someone can mute that, please.
Someone's probably on speakerphone.
You can mute everybody.
Huh?
Mute. I think you can mute everybody.
Okay, I believe I stopped the noise. All right. So as I was saying, founding players, came to be because of six guys that I started the basketball program with, and I wanted to teach financial literacy, to these six players, and I knew that it would move on to more than just the six players, but it was the foundation, and they are the foundation of Savant's Academy, so that's where founding players came to be. And we're all here today to teach financial literacy. So that's what this YouTube channel is about. So with that being said, I want to introduce Edwin Bellevue, who got me, interested in the stock market. And I didn't know much about the stock market. I've always heard about the stock market. I always knew it was there, with opportunities to invest and grow your money, over a number of years. But I didn't understand it, and I didn't get involved with it, but COVID came to be, and COVID opened up my eyes as far as, I should. Being home, I felt that I should spend the time in understanding, the stock market and how to invest. So, Ed, if you don't mind jumping in and just explaining how you introduced it to me, and we got 5 minutes, so we don't have a long time to kind of like just let people know how easy it is, really, to get involved in the stock market.
Well, getting into the stock market is fairly easy to actually start trading. It's just basically getting an app, signing up, and the app that we started with was Robinhood. And with Robinhood, what's so great about it is that you could do fractional shares. So basically, if a share costs $100 and you don't have $100 for one share, you could actually put less money on that. So instead of just paying $1 per share, if you're saying that the stock costs $100 and for one share, you could actually put down $20 and own fractional of that share, and using Robinhood. So this is how we started, and how I got Savant into the buying the stocks. And so it's fairly easy to do. Anybody could get started as long as you're 18 and above to get started. But there's other platforms that you could use, that you could also have custodial accounts that you could have your child. You could buy the stocks for your young ones, and start from there. So right now is basically how I started. I learned from my brother, and my brother always told me to get stocks that has dividends. So dividends, he said, is always like free money. So that would be like another topic we could go into. So that's how we got started. Just using the app on your phone, downloading Robinhood, signing up, and going from there. And what's good with Robinhood, they also have tutorials and things that they could teach you on how to do it. So you're not just left out in the cold. So you have some kind of tutorial and some kind of education to help you get started. So there you go.
Okay. Ed, you mentioned fractional shares, and a lot of times, people may think they don't have the money. Let's say Tesla, for instance. Tesla is almost $800 a share. And, for most people, they may think, oh man, I got to come up with $800 to buy one share of Tesla. So when you speak of fractional shares, you could put as small as $10 and buy a little fraction. So you can actually save towards $800. So that's what Ed means by fractional share. So you don't have to put that $800 all at once. You can actually save, from $100 all the way up to $800, and that's how you buy your fractional shares until you own one share. I just wanted to mention that. Okay, so I don't want to go over the 5 minutes. So Alan, we would like for you to jump in and anything that you would like to share, with our audience, just so they, make it easy for people to get involved in the stock market.
Yes, you definitely want to be not only diverse in your stocks, but you want to be diverse in your platforms. just like Ed and Savon mentioned, they started with Robinhood. There are other platforms, and each platform has their benefit. Robinhood allows you to buy fractional shares. I use another app. I also use Robinhood, by the way, but I use another app as well called Webull. What I like about Webull is they give you early market trading. You can trade as early as 4 in the morning, and I believe there you can trade as late as 9 p.m. So, but we all know that the market closes before 9 p.m. But these are just options you get from being diverse on different platforms. Of course, it's more volatile when you trade after hours, but again, you still want to be diverse in your platforms just so you could have the benefit that each platform offers.
Okay. All right. So, Alan, real quick, when did you get started in the stock market? Like, share the experience with someone that's just getting started and maybe they're afraid. What was your experience? Were you afraid? And if you were, how did you, overcome that?
Well, I've been in the stock market, I would say, since 2008, because I started in the banking field and one of my supervisors told me about the stock market back in 2008, 2009-ish. But I didn't have the knowledge. I wasn't too sure. What I did was I just ran around buying the names I knew, Coca-Cola, the banks. I would lose money, gain money. But I know Savon likes to give other people credit, but it's not until I met Savon after all those years, he kind of gave me pointers on showing me how to research and how to look up companies. Because sometimes we only think of the big names, Coca-Cola, Tesla, but there's other small companies where if you get to know about them early before people are talking about them, you could really gain some wealth. For example, a lot of people are talking about vaccines now. And I'm just giving some examples on research. Savon told me about a vaccine stock where the company is actually involved in eye medicine. But because of the pandemic, they got involved. They partnered with another company to create a vaccine. Savon got into that stock when it was 29 cents. So I saw this stock run from 29 cents to almost $7. Then it went up to $18. Now it pulled back a little bit. But that's why it's important to do your research, because if you review the news on this stock, they're waiting on what you call WHO approval, which stands for World Health Organization. So if this specific stock were to get this approval for their vaccine that's based in India, you can see this stock, for example, go from $7 to $50 or $50 to 125. So that's just some pointers as far as some deep dive as to what you have to do when it comes to these stocks.
Okay. All right. So, Ed, we're going to jump back to you. Alan, great information. Ed, we're going to jump back to you, and then I'll jump in afterwards. So, Ed, when you got started in the stock market, same question that I asked Alan, were you afraid of losing your money? And if you were, how did you get over that?
Well, I wasn't afraid of losing my money because I know the stock market goes up and the stock market goes down. And to add to Alan, buying, people get scared, shouldn't get scared, because you have to understand there's different type of traders. There's one that's in for the short term, and there's those ones that are there for the long term. So I looked at it as this way. I will continue to keep buying little by little, as you said, until I reach that one stock or one share of that stock. And after that, I will put each week, I keep adding onto that stock. So before you know it, you could probably have 10 shares or whatever, 15 shares of that one stock. Even though it went down, even though it goes up, I consistently put, like, say, for example, I put $5 a week, and I just keep putting on that stock. So I wasn't scared if it went up, and I wasn't scared if it went down. Of course, I won't be scared if it goes up, because that's making money. But even if it went down, I will still buy more. So basically, when it goes up, I'm end up making more. And then what it is again, like Alan said, you buy the quality stocks, or also you do your research on stocks that are up and coming. And with everything, there's always going to be a risk. But so you just gotta look. When I first started, I looked at companies that were popular, companies that I used, or like for clothing. If I'm wearing a Nike, I'm gonna get Nike stocks. If I'm buying or drinking certain thing like Coca-Cola, as they said, I'm buying the stock. So what people don't understand is that when you buy stocks, you actually own a piece of the company. So why not buy stock in the things that you wear? So that's how I started out. And again, my brothers, told me always get some stocks with dividends in it. So that's what the kickback the company gives to you as having an amount of shares. So that's how I started, and that's how I continue to invest now.
Okay. All right. Great information, Ed. You mentioned like in, the fractional shares. So I'm gonna get into like, the working population who work, the normal 9 to 5, and your job have your 401k that they offer you, and whether you invest weekly or bi-weekly, you're investing, while you're working at this company for the number of years, and going saving towards your retirement. Basically, the stock market gives you the same opportunity, when you're buying fractional shares of, say Tesla. I'll give
Estou como utilizando ini, macam asli. Ada lirik.
1 second. Okay. All right. So as I was saying, kind of lost my train of thought there for a second because of that interruption right there. But I believe I was stating that buying fractional shares consistently until if Tesla is 800 and you started like $50 all the way up to you get to $800, then you would obviously have one share, and that's a tall task for a lot of people who don't really have a lot of money to be successful in the stock market overnight. And you mentioned short term and long term. So this will obviously be a long term goal. If you wanted to buy a number of shares of Tesla, it may take you quite some time, if you're working a 9 to 5. For those who have money, middle class and the rich, they can actually gain a lot more, a lot sooner because they can afford, the bigger shares, in companies like a Tesla, or a Moderna right now. What I like to do is find the stocks that are under that, you could call it penny stocks, and do great research with them, and see the CEOs and what they're about. And if I feel good about that company, that up and coming company, then I invest because the share is obviously lower. It's a higher risk, but in life you have to take risk, and that's how you change your life. So I'm no financial advisor, but I'm sharing what I do because it's beneficial to me to buy a company that's on the come up, than to invest in a company that's already popular. And I give an example, like I'm going to use Moderna. When they were working on coming up with the vaccine, Moderna was not a popular company, but Pfizer was, and Johnson and Johnson, those companies were popular. Moderna has never put out anything on the market, and I went all in, especially when the United States government is giving out information that they're backing Moderna, and you're giving them money to create this vaccine. To me, that was a no-brainer. So I took that leap of faith and I researched Moderna, and I just went all in on Moderna, and Moderna went, I bought in at 30 something dollars. Moderna went all the way to $495. And I have that in my retirement account, so those type of decisions is what you need to make. Again, I'm sharing it. You don't have to do anything, but I'm just sharing that if you don't have a lot of money and you want to really do well in the stock market, you have to take risk, and you have to understand that nothing really happens overnight. It's long term that really can change your life. Some people might get lucky and change their lives overnight, but it's really long term that can change your life. And since COVID, Moderna wasn't even long term. That happened within a year. Within a year, it went from being 30 something dollars a share to $495, or if you want to say a year and a half. I mean, that's that's amazing growth. So nowadays it's not like you have to wait even 5 or 10 years or 20 years. This is happening sooner. So if you continue to watch our channel, we'll definitely share information about stocks that people would not normally think about. That's not the popular stock, and we happen to share them a lot of times. So I just wanted to put that out there. There's quite a few stocks that we'll actually share in the channel that you could do your own due diligence and research it on your own, and invest at your own risk. But it's our job to, share because, we want to share information. All right, so coming back to you, Alan, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, so let's jump into, we just spoke about stocks. Let's jump into crypto for a few, because I know you're on the crypto trail also. So jump into crypto.
Okay. Well, some of the crypto apps that I use is, of course, crypto.com. What else? I use Webull for crypto.
Before you jump into that, you mind explaining, what cryptocurrency is, before you actually say which apps you use?
Cryptocurrency is basically a digital asset. It basically mimics, well, it depends which crypto you're looking at. There's some that mimics the US dollar. It's basically digital money.
Okay, just wanted people to understand that and know, for those who don't understand. I'm sure we may have some people on that is educated in crypto and stock market, but we still want to put the information out there. All right, no problem. You can continue, Alan.
Yeah, with crypto, I'm definitely, these days I'm more into crypto than stocks, although I monitor both of them. But as far as crypto, what you want to look for, and I spoke to Savon about this earlier, sometimes we may get intimidated, just like Ed mentioned. You may see a Bitcoin at 43,000 a coin, but if you do a history on Bitcoin, Bitcoin was at $1.5. And I mentioned this many times on the channel. If you look at a coin like Axie Infinity, that's a crypto gaming coin. So crypto is not just digital money. It's a little bit more than that. Crypto is just basically scratching the surface. You got cryptocurrency based games coming out that most of our listeners don't even know about, like Axie Infinity. I talked about it many times. This coin was $6.56 at one point, right? Right now, each coin is $120. Use Shiba Inu, for example. I know everyone's talking about Shiba Inu, but I prefer to get into the cryptos when people are not talking about it. So I've been in Shiba Inu before people were talking about it, right? And in one of my smallest accounts, I would give you a perfect example. I put $100 in there, and I showed my wife, not all at once. I put $50 in there, then I wasn't sure about it. Then every other week I put 25, and it was $100. When I checked it just a few days ago, it was almost $700. But again, I bought it early. Okay, I don't want to mislead anybody. I bought it when it was 0.00000. But again, when you're doing your research, you got to be careful, because a lot of the analysts and these news reports, they'll mislead you. They'll put out something that's not true just to deter you from buying the coin. I don't think they want us to get rich. You know, for example, Shiba Inu, a lot of people talking good about it, some people talking negative about it. But if you do some research, you'll see what they're doing in the background. Dogecoin, same thing. They'll tell you it's just a meme coin. But again, Dogecoin developers are working on a bridge with Dogecoin and either Ethereum, uh, basically to make those coins connect, right? AMC, the movie theater, they just announced that they're accepting Dogecoin through an app called BitPay. El Salvador just had some news now. They're probably going to start accepting Dogecoin in El Salvador. So again, it's important to do your research and not listen to all the noise just to know what's going on. Ethereum right now is about, what is it, like $3,000 a coin? You got another coin called Cardano. It's only about $2.24 the last I checked. That coin is bound to do the same thing that Ethereum is doing right now. So again, what Savan is pounding is that you got to get into it early. You know, if we got into Bitcoin early, we would all have been rich right now. So there's a lot more coins. The most important thing to look at when you're looking at coins is the market cap. You know, you want to get into those coins with a market cap under $1 billion. And also you want to look at the use case. If you go to crypto.com, they post all this information under each coin.
Okay.
I'll give you a perfect example, not to over talk. There's a coin called Anchor, ANKR. The market cap is 700 million. Okay, so when we look at the use case for this coin, it allows consumers and enterprises to monetize their spare computer capacity to other consumers, right? So you can make money using the free space on your computer by leasing it out. And this coin is only a few cents right now. And there's some other coins right now that cost way more than this one. And this coin is going to do the same thing. It's just that no one's talking about it right now. So that's the type of research you got to do.
Okay. All right. So again, you mentioned Ethereum. I know you say it a little bit differently. So some of the listeners might be wondering which coin is that, the way you say it, Alan.
I'll just call it Ether.
Ether. Yeah, so Ethereum is what Alan is speaking on. So to jump into Ethereum, I bought Ethereum when Ethereum wasn't moving. You know, you look at, I'm going to give you a history of what I did. I went on Robinhood. Ed told me about it. Didn't know much about investing. Most of the stocks that I bought came from Ed. What happened was when COVID hit, I said to Ed, I said, hey, let's get on Robinhood and research what stocks we should be buying. And we used our brain. And we just said, well, let's look at what's happening. COVID is happening. So what do you think is going to be the biggest impact? What's going to make the biggest impact on the stock market? We used our brain, you know, and we started saying, oh, wow, healthcare, you know, people got to think more healthy now. So we started researching healthcare companies. We typed that into Robinhood, and when whatever companies came up, we researched those companies. Ed said to me, let's invest in this company, you know, let's invest in that company. But we took our time and we did our research, and we used those stocks as a gauge to figure out what stocks are really going to be moving on the stock market, you know. And initially, like I said, it was mainly geared on, you know, healthcare. But then we said, oh, you know what? Let's start researching biotech companies because, you know, they're really pushing this vaccine, you know, so we did that. Currently, what I would be researching is drugs, you know, because when, you know, these disasters or pandemics come around, you know, something else is bound to come. So you have to actually look past, you know, what's already happened. The vaccine already happened, you know, and yes, you can still make some money from some other companies that's coming, you know, with the vaccine. Sometimes companies may come better than the companies that came before them, you know, so we're by no means finished investing in vaccine companies. But, you know, there's always something coming behind, so you have to do that type of research and get in early before anyone starts talking about it. I'll say this. I have stocks where if it moves a little bit, I'm opening up my eyes like, really? Making that kind of money? So it's actually enjoyable, to know that I'm taking a big risk, but because of my research that I've done so well, that risk is not that big of a risk. It's more of a confident play, so I get into stocks that I don't really lose, or it doesn't really go down that much, and that's because of research, and I just do the best that I can through research. Your stocks are going to go down. When my stocks aren't taking any big hit, that's a great feeling. They have more of a great upside than a hit. I'll just say this. Most stocks that I've been investing in the last year and a half, let's just say I invest in a stock that's $2 a share. It goes from $2 to $3, and it doesn't even drop below $1.80. I'm pretty much blessed to invest in stocks that's doing that. And I've heard, well, we know Ethereum, as a crypto is very volatile. It could be 3,000 and it could drop down to 1,500, but for me, it's not going to be that volatile for me. Why? Because I bought it when it was under $100. Unless it dropped back under $100, I'm not losing. So what I'm saying is get into stocks or coins that you get in so low that you're most likely going to be in a profit. I had Dogecoin under a penny. When Dogecoin went to 70 something cents, it's like I'm way up. I don't have to worry about if it went down, unless it went back to a penny, there's no way that I'm losing, So that's me just sharing how you should go about your investment. And again, I'm no financial advisor. It's just me sharing how I'm able to get into coins or stock before anyone starts talking about it, and I just have great upside from things I get into early. All right, so I think that's my 5 minutes. Ed, anything you wanted to add to what I just said or what Alan said, or anything that you might want to share with us?
Well, the one thing is, as we said, the different platforms, like, because I'm in New York, and I, again, dealing with crypto and investing in crypto is there is a little learning curve, and I feel like, okay, for example, Alan mentioned something about one of the cryptos. I can't see because the platform that I'm using, because I'm using Coinbase. And in New York, they have some restrictions on what we could buy over here. So, and I know that you're in Florida, both of you are in Florida, and you have more access to different currencies on different platforms, and those certain platforms I can't it's not regulated in New York to be used. So I continue using Coinbase, and with Coinbase, I basically have to wait to see which coin they add to it. And also with Coinbase, they also give you education on certain coins that they have. But at the same time, those same education that you learn from them, they also give you free currencies. So for example, I actually did one last night, and they gave me 3 coins on one of the currencies, just because I went through their tutorial or their information that they had, on their education, the education tutorials that they had, and they gave you free currencies on certain currencies that they introducing. So, with it, it's a vast technology that it's still in the infant stage, you could say. It's still growing. There's so many other things as out there that you could do and invest with crypto, from even for NFTs. I mean, it's being more adapted all over, like as Alan said, in El Salvador, and different companies are accepting crypto. I recently saw ATM accepting crypto, and but I never tried it, so I don't know how it works and how they do it. Because I know you could get also debit cards with cryptocurrency, so you could withdraw money from there. Again, it's crypto is decentralized, so it's not no real government have control of it, like a bank. So it's I could say it's very interesting, and I feel it's gonna grow. And I think a lot of people would need to adapt to this, because changes are coming. And like, for example, when I'm going to some stores, they're saying that they're low on cash and you must use a card. I mean, things are really changing, so we have to learn to adapt. And so what people need to do is take that time and to go out and learn, and Coinbase is a be a great start for people to start learning it and going from there.
Okay, great information, Ed. And you speak on Coinbase. Coinbase is, the most popular exchange where you can buy your cryptocurrencies and get educated on cryptocurrencies, as you just stated, and they are also listed on the stock market, so coins, which is cryptocurrencies, is different than stocks. So people know stocks from being on the stock market. So just imagine, you can't buy coins on the stock market. You can't invest in coins, on the stock market, but you can invest in coins in exchanges, and one exchange that you just mentioned is Coinbase, and it's the most popular. It's the one that's really educating you, as well as giving you free coins and things like that, so it's a great platform to be on. And the fact of the matter is, Coinbase wasn't popular at one point, and now it is, and just imagine investing in that when it wasn't popular. And again, there's other exchanges out there now that's selling coins that is not popular. So if you do your research, you can get in before it gets popular and go on the stock market. And there's other exchanges that's coming, that's going to go on the stock market. And I'll also share this information. I was in high school when the internet was, getting popular, and there was a lot of negativity around the internet. It just didn't sound good to me. It sounded like something that was never going to happen. And that's the same thing that's happening with cryptocurrency currently. So, where there's fear, you have to think, let me go there, and that's just the way of the world. Disasters create wealth. It just do. Every time something bad happens, something good come out of it, so that's kind of like how we got to look at it. We got to change our lives based off of, our research, and not having fear. Do not be fearful. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I try to use my brain. The world turns, and since I know myself, it's been turning, and I see a lot of things that happened in the past come and happen again. So hurricanes come every year, and they come with different names, but it's the same thing every year. So you can almost invest in that company where you go get your water every year, on your food and all that, great investment, disaster. So it's just the world that we live in. So you just do your research and get in with the companies that's coming and that nobody's thinking about. So that's very, very useful information that I'm sharing. So you know what? Good, great information, guys. Great information, man. So Alan, anything you wanted to add?
When you're reviewing the stocks or the cryptos, don't be afraid to go to their websites and see what the CEO or the company's working on, because that's what I do. And I know Savan mentioned crypto, but crypto also has a part of it that includes stock, which is, I know we forgot to mention it, which is crypto mining companies, right? You can buy companies that actually generate the crypto through their servers, right? And they actually have ticker symbols you can invest in, like what's the good ones you're in, Savan? Canon, INTV. You know, there's several, Mara, of course. There's several alternatives. If someone doesn't want to buy a coin, you could buy a company that helps generate the coins, which is called a crypto mining company.
All right. Let me get off this for instance. Hold on, give me a second. Get off of this and just address what you just spoke on, Alan. We are a team and we're working off of each other. So I'm working off of you, Alan. Basically, you just mentioned Bitcoin mining companies. Bitcoin currently is 50 something thousand. I want to say it's 54,000 right now. And it's very volatile. It could be 54, it can go down to 30,000, it can go down to in the 20s, and you know, it'll take a long time to go towards 60, you know, but at the end of the day, if you're going to save in Bitcoin or invest in Bitcoin, you know, using, buying fractional shares, you're going to take a while, unless you just put in a lot of money, you're going to take a while to add up to one Bitcoin. If it drops down to 29,000, then you have more of a chance to, like save as much as you can, as quick as you can before it starts moving again, which give you a better opportunity. The lower it drops and the more you can put in, obviously it's a better opportunity. When it came down from 60 to 29, that was a great opportunity for people to put in, because look where it's at right now. It's back in the 50s again, going towards 60 where it was before. But I don't pay that much attention to Bitcoin. I pay attention to the mining companies. For instance, I had Canon when Canon was under $1. And again, that was a penny stock. Now Canon is the biggest mining company for Bitcoin. It was $1. And I had it from then. And now, and then Canon went to 39, almost $40. Currently, Canon is $6 and change. And I still have Canon. When Canon went to $39, I still didn't sell. Why? Because I'm looking for life-changing opportunities. I don't want to go and buy a car, and a couple of years later, I just don't want that car anymore. I want my son, our sons to be okay. I want my family to be okay. I don't just want to be driving around a car because Canon provided me to go buy a car and walk out of the car dealership with a car. I want life-changing money. I want to change my life. I work with children. I want to be able to support even the kids that's not my kids, to give them opportunities. So I'm working on life-changing wealth. So I get into these penny stocks so I can change my life. And that may take some time. Why? Because cryptocurrency has a lot more room to run up. And Canon, do you hear the name, right? Canon. Just think about it. And I'm a firm believer in Canon, if you know what I mean. So I'm hanging in there with Canon. Again, I'm not no financial advisor. I'm only sharing what I'm doing. And you do your own due diligence and research before you get involved in anything that I'm saying. You have to research in that. So I'm sharing that Canon, is most likely gonna Canon. I got it at $1. I can't lose. I just can't lose. So it went to $39 and I'm still winning, even it being at $6 and change right now. And I can wake up Monday morning and it'll be $10. So either way, I'm good. I don't even look at it like that. And as a matter of fact, Alan knows that I take options in Canon every month. And that's another thing that we can get into at a different time. And what that means is I have a number of shares in Canon, which I'm making money there too. So when it goes back to $40, I'm making money off my shares. But I also have options in Canon. That means just a quick information on it. It means Canon is at $6 and change right now. I can predict the price that it will hit $10. And if it hit $10 and keep going towards $40, I'm making unbelievable money just off of that stock because of taking options trading. And we can explain options a different day, you know, on our channel. We've done it before, but we'll do it again. But there's many ways to, you know, make money on the stock market. It's not just buying shares. It's also taking, you know, buying contracts as well. You know, so and you can buy those contracts whether the price goes up or the price comes down. You know, so just do your research and try to understand what the stock market offers. And stocks go up and down for a reason. They don't just go up. You know, so for the average people who think that you just want to get into a stock for it to go up, people who have the knowledge is going to make money on you when the stock goes down. So, you know, research, educate yourselves. And one more thing before I pass it on to you, Ed. I mentioned Canon. I have quite a few Bitcoin and cryptocurrency mining companies that I bought at a penny. And Alan, you got some as well. Ed, you got some as well. Ed, you want to touch on how many stocks I've spoken about that actually did something in the year's time that you got me involved in the stock market, and how many times I've spoke about Moderna and spoke about these mining companies. You know, you want to touch on that a little bit?
From the stocks off my head, the most that I'm always hearing is Moderna, and that's for sure. And there's many other stocks I can't remember off my head right now to tell you, you know, how many you spoke about, and it was plenty. You know, as you said, you just gotta research. You know, as I said, you gotta take that plunge and not be scared to invest your money, and just start. You know, because if you say you're gonna wait till tomorrow, or I'm gonna wait till next month, and you know, it's no bad time to start either way, because there's always new stocks coming out. There's always new companies coming out. There's always time that, you know, you could still generate a good amount of money with any investment that you do. So, you know, but it's always great to start early. The earlier you start, the better. You know, and Alan mentioned, you know, the alternatives of crypto, but I'm just gonna just jump onto something else. I mean, the technology is making it easier for people to invest in many things, and not just stock, not just crypto, but there's also alternative investment that you could do with like pictures, cars, and also like wine. You can invest in wine, and there's apps for all of these things right now. You know, I recently I had to go just read something about investing in there's an app that you can invest in wine, and it's just a more of a long term investment, but it's still a very good investment, even if you buy it physically, or you just buy it through your shares. You know, there's a lot of alternative ways of investing, and because of technology, it's making it much easier for people to invest. You know, so the thing is that you just gotta start, and don't be scared to start. So again, you could use Robinhood. There's another app called Stash. All those two apps you could use fractional investing as. Again, usually you could use a small amount, like $5, $10, whatever you want to put in there into a stock, and it will still generate money for you. You just got to be patient, and just wait and just keep adding to it, keep adding because all it's going to do is going to compound. And once it starts compounding, you're going to see how fast your money starts generating. So look, I'll share with you. I had 3K in my account, and I wiped out my account. I went straight down to, like, you could say $200, but I built it back up in less than a year, back to 3 again. So I could tell you it's not hard. You just have to have the discipline to do it. You just have to have the consistency. You just gotta not be scared. You just gotta do your research. You gotta do multiple things. And how Alan and Saban is doing it is the way you should think about it. And like, the more you put in, usually is the more you're going to get out of it. So it takes time, and don't be scared. Don't be scared to just lose your money, because your money is not always going to be completely lost, unless it's like there's a complete crash. It might go down, but eventually it's going to go up again. And then when it's down, get more. Just get more. Put in a little more. And then when it goes back up, you're going to see how more you'll be making. So just to put that in.
All right. Okay. Wanted to touch on this. Cardia, if you don't mind unmuting your mic, if that's possible, please.
Hi.
Hi. Hello. Hi, everyone. This is my wife, Cardia Smith. Miss
Hola.
Smith, how are you?
I'm good. Just a little bit tired. I just got home from work, but I'm good otherwise.
Okay, awesome. All right. The reason I asked you to unmute your mic is because I see a name on here. I'm not sure if it's the same person, but I know we're talking about the stock market, and we're talking about cryptocurrency, and we're talking about investing in the U.S. as well as, outside of the U.S. But
Right.
I asked a few people to come on and ask you to bring on a few people, because we want to help everyone across the world, wherever we can help. And I know about the U.S. stock market, and I wanted to ask you, is this the Melissa that we know that's
Yes.
on currently? All right.
Yes.
Just wanted to be sure of that, because currently, guys, I'm getting involved into the stock market. We haven't quite finished off that yet. We're in the process of completing that, because I wanted to get involved in Jamaica. That's where I'm from. That's my culture. That's where my wife is from, and wanted get in on the Jamaican stock market as well. So anyone that needs information on how to get involved, I'm not sure if Melissa wouldn't mind, or does she? Sure, would mind speaking on it. So that would be nice if she can. Melissa, are you there? Are you available?
Not sure.
Maybe she not. You could message her and find out if she unmuted.
Hey, good night.
Good night, Melissa. How are you?
Not bad, I'm here.
Okay, hopefully we gave out quite a good information tonight.
Well, I was quite listening, but it's kind of on and off. Like, the internet keep giving a lot of problems, so I didn't get a full update of everything. So I might not.
Okay.
You can say
All right. No problem. So I mentioned that, we're getting involved. Me and my wife, we're going to be getting involved into the stock market in Jamaica, and you're helping us do that. Thank you for that. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Okay. So for anyone who would like information about getting involved in the stock market in Jamaica, you guys could reach out to myself or Cardia, whether on the channel. For those who have my number, you can message me and we'll, you guys involved if you want to be involved in the stock market in Jamaica.
Mhm.
Yeah. You wanted to say anything, Melissa, or that's pretty much it?
Well, not right now. If any questions, I'll maybe ask Cardia or get back to you.
Okay, no problem. All right, Alan, any last words you wanted to put out there?
Just really quick, as far as the research, I just wanted to really quick talk about tools you can use. I use Twitter. There's something called crypto Twitter. You can find a lot of information from the developers, not just crypto, but stocks, period. I follow the company pages. You can find out what the CEOs are doing. Just like SANP that we're invested in, Savon. I know that the CEO is working on NFTs. Why? Because I follow the CEO, right? So some of this information is not readily available anywhere else unless you follow the company page. You want to use Google as well. Google is definitely your best friend to find out about companies and what they're working on. The info pages through the platforms can give you information, or you can go directly to the crypto companies' websites as well. Those are just some tools you guys could use just in case you need to find more information about the company, what they're working on, because that's going to give you some type of indication how high this stock can go. None of us are market predictors, but what we can do is do our research to kind of see or try to make a informed determination as to what the stock or the crypto is going to do.
Definitely. All right. Before we move on to, so that's it, Alan? That's it? Or you had more?
That's just real quick. One more crypto I wanted to talk about because we were talking about innovation. There's a coin called Stellar, right? Stellar just had a partnership with MoneyGram because I know, Savon, you're from Jamaica, so you know how expensive it can get when sending money from one place to another internationally, right? So a lot of these companies are mad at cryptocurrency because it's taking money out of their pockets. So they have no choice but to partnership with cryptocurrency. So if you look at the coin Stellar, they just had a partnership with MoneyGram. Why? Because it's cheaper to send money through the crypto technology called the blockchain, right? So this is the future. That's why we keep talking about it. So again, a lot of people, if you were to get into the internet-based stocks, when the internet was first coming out, a lot of you would have been rich, but some of us were too young to get into it at this time. But this is a rare opportunity to get into something new before it explodes. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay. Awesome. All right, Ed,
Yes.
any last thing you want to say before we end this live?
No, I think we touched on many things. Things that we could probably go further in, but right now I think we at a good point of sharing how we do our research and how we buy our stock. I do it very unconditional way how I research. I be watching everything. I just want to see where they're spending their money and like even like you might think it's weird, but I look at commercials and I see if a company is spending so much money on a commercial, I'm saying that they must be doing good. Understand? Because for a commercial, it costs millions and millions of dollars to run a commercial. So when I look at that, it's like, okay, I see. And if there's a new company that never really had a commercial, then I'm looking at that stock. Because I know they're spending money, so I know that they're doing something. Some money is circulating pretty good there, and that's how I be thinking. It's just unconditional, of way of thinking. I know everyone has their own way of looking at things when they want to buy stocks, but I just look at like what's happening. I look like what they're doing. As Alan say, he wants to know what's going on in the background. But I also look at what's going on in the front. So I want to see, where they're using their money, how they're advertising, and it gives an idea that that okay, I should be watching this certain stock or certain company or the companies that they are linked with, like how Apple does their products, and when they come out with a new phone, it's like, okay, what company did Apple use to make the products? What company that they partnered up with, or which company are they about to like wipe out because they don't want to use their technology anymore? Apple making their own technology, like how they make their own chip. So there's always a company that another company partners with, and once they do that, I watch both companies to see how their stock is running. So that's how I look at things. So that's my last point for tonight.
All right, you're gonna drive that Apple car?
Until I hear more things about it. Well, I could say, yeah. See, you made a good point right now. The Apple car, as people don't know, that they are, or they possibly will come up with their own electrical car. And again, I've been looking at the commercials. I'm looking at Ford. I'm looking at GM. I'm looking at all the other luxury companies. They're all making their own electric cars. So again, what do all these electric cars need? They need the batteries. So why not look at the companies that's making the batteries for the car? So that's the lithium batteries. So these are the links you have to start putting together when you're doing your research, looking at the stocks. So there you go.
Great information, Ed. I want to end by saying this, that when you're working your 9 to 5, I said it before, but I'm saying it again. When you're working your 9 to 5 and you're investing your time over a number of years, and then go on into retirement, you're investing bi-weekly, weekly, monthly, however which way you decide to invest. You're basically working hard on building a future for yourself and for your children or your family. So whatever your motives could be. So just look at the stock market as, the same way. Take your life in your own hand, especially with the opportunity that's out there right now. There's more people getting involved in investments now. And COVID has opened up, the eyes of many, to start thinking a little bit more, about their future. And just get out there and buckle down and do research and get behind some companies. Alan, me and you the other day spoke about homes. Everyone need a place to rest their head. And if you could easily buy a home because you are, investing wisely and thinking about your future, you could really make that happen. With the opportunity that's happening right now, you could really make that happen. When it comes to credit is very important. All the things that we never took serious growing up, now we can start taking those things serious because they mean a lot to our lives. So credit is one of the biggest, the most important thing that you could do for yourself, as well as building your finances. You know, you don't really have to have a lot of money to have great credit. You just have to live, below your means, or within your means. Once you do that and you pay your bills and, your credit is great, people will lend you money. You just have to be able to, pay that money back. And once you can do that, you can accomplish greatness. So don't be afraid of the stock market, because you're not afraid when you're working 9 to 5. You know, most of us think of the struggle while we're working 9 to 5, and we come home a lot of times disgruntled, mad. We don't even want to go back the next day, but we do it anyway. So, think of the stock market as the same way. You got to do it. Just take your time, do your research, and take control of your life, take control of your finances. This is a great opportunity to do so. So with that being said, I want to read this and, we'll end our live. I am not a financial advisor. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes
All
only.
right.
This video
Can
is
I?
not financial advice. You can lose money investing into the stock market. You are liable for any losses that you incur from investing in the stock market. I shall not be held liable for any losses you incur while investing or trading on the stock market. Contact a licensed financial professional in your area for professional advice. And Cardia, you wanted to say something.
Yes. All right. So I've pretty much missed out on a lot because I was at work trying to get home, but work didn't allow me. So, but for the most part, you and Ed, Alan, made a good point tonight. I was trying to listen while doing my work. But pretty much, you guys are talking about investing, and if you really take the time out to look into it, you'll see the benefits of it. It's just like, every day, as I said before, people waste money doing a lot of stuff. It doesn't take you a penny to start investing in something. Just invest, no care how small it is, just invest something and then just leave it. It's like pretty much you put $1 in a saving fund, say now, but check it back till Christmas time. That's when you get the benefit of all those dollars or $5 or $10 that you save from that time till now. So it's something that you can do research and look into. And, there's a lot of things to invest in both overseas and locally. As my husband said before, we're looking to invest in Jamaica as well, because there's a lot of things. For who live in Jamaica, they kind of have an idea of some of the places, that investment go on. But, it takes a minute to, try something new. We always, try to be behind, but the future is pretty much going to be less cash and more between coin or something by a chip. So, it's good to do your research and to try to, take a chance, and you don't have to put in a lot of money. You just try with $1, if it's even $1, and they say, all right, then have $1 to spare. I'm going to put $1 in there and just let it stay. So you don't have to really worry about, me not do it because me not have the money there right now, or me don't have the money there, and a waste of time. Sometimes it's good to try new stuff. So tonight was a good show. We have a few turnouts. Really appreciate it. I just want to send some shout outs. All right. Thank you, Auntie Joy, for tuning in as always, even though you're busy sometime. I have a few friends
You're
that
welcome.
thank you.
Cardia.
I have a few friends that I've invited. They're all busy working people, but they take the time out to come and support, our thing that we have on this live, and, support me and my husband as well. I have to do everything to support my husband, right?
Of
All right.
course.
So I want to tell Christine, she's in Jamaica. Thank you so much, Christine, for coming out. Melissa, thank you so much for taking the time out to join the live with us. I have 2 Roberts that was on the show tonight. One is in Texas and the other one is in Grand Cayman. Thank you guys so much for taking the time out from your busy day to, come on live. I have my sister, she's in Florida. She's also online, just listening, giving her ideas as well. Thank you so much, my big sis, for, coming on the live with us. I have a Margaret, she's from Jersey. So Margaret, thank you so much. I think when the show just started, you know, you were introduced to my husband. So thank you so much for taking the time out to come on the show. I hope next week Sunday will be much better because I like tonight. I really do. So I hope to see you guys next week. We can talk Bitcoin and crypto and other investments. All right. So I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for taking the time out to listen to us. Thank you. That's it.
Well done, wife.
Yeah.
And when I was reading my disclaimer, you think I didn't hear you.
All right. So join us again next Sunday. I'll try to leave. I try to keep work early.
Thank you, Cardia.
You're welcome, Margaret.
Yeah, and thank you all for coming. And Cardia, you did a great job. You know, the way you expressed that just now. So thank you for being who you are.
Okay, thank
you for
you.
being who you are. Somebody just came in. This live is pretty much over, but someone just came in, Cardi. I'm not sure if you know who that is, but someone just joined us. So I'm not sure if it's one of your guests. You know, I know you shout out.
That's Shirley, Dale. I sent it to Shirley, so that's Shirley.
Oh, Shirley just came in.
Yeah,
you ended the live? You ended the live?
No, I didn't end it yet, but I'm going to. I'm saying it's going to end. So that's the Jamaican Shirley biscuit?
Yeah. That's my sister Shirley.
Shirley said, "Hi, Dale." Can we hear your voice, Shirley? Or the biscuit don't talk?
I love Shirley biscuits.
Hi, good night. Yes, I talk. Hi, Dale. Hi, John.
Hi, the Shirley speaks.
Yes, I do.
Shirley always speak.
I see. Hey, I love Shirley biscuits, so you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got the name Shirley, so that's my biscuit right there. And
Shirley's
Ed,
like
what's your
it's like
biscuit?
family, Dale.
Yeah.
Shirley's like family.
Well, guess what? We're all family here, so Shirley, everyone here is your family now too.
Yeah, you probably don't remember me, but I remember you, Dale.
I remember
right
you.
down the street.
I remember you. I eat them Shirleys all the time.
Dale got jokes.
Right. When they come. Oh.
Savon and Ed.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
You guys
So Shirley can maybe catch us next week from the beginning.
I'm just letting you guys know I put
Savon.
Yeah, and Auntie Joy, get your sister to catch this next week.
Which one?
Yeah, I know, right? Which one? How about you get your mom to catch this next week? I'm talking about my mom. Yes.
Your mom?
No, we're gonna start
hearing too much noise.
Okay, I'll urge her there.
Alan was saying something.
Oops.
Alan, what you saying, Alan? What
I was
happened?
saying, before I sign off, I'm just letting you know, we put some ticker symbols, some cryptocurrency you can watch or research, and some stocks you can research in the YouTube chat. So take a look at it, do your research.
Okay, awesome,
There's some
Alan.
companies you can look up.
Awesome, Alan. And before you go, Alan, I want to say thank you. You know, from the day that I met you, you've been, you know, quite the stock partner, and I appreciate you. You know, the same way my wife motivate me, you know, with everything that I've been doing. You know, we have an Airbnb in Jamaica, and she's really stepped up and been helping out a lot there, and the home is improving. We even have a guest tonight, and you know, she spoke to our house manager today, you know, and told them what she needed from them so our guests could have a great time. And you know, she's just an awesome person when it comes to customer service, and you know, I appreciate that, and she's motivating me. And again, Alan, I appreciate you from the day that I met you, man, and it's very short. It's not like I grew up with you and I've known you for years. You know, you really like turn my way of investing around. You know, I go hard. You know, I thought I was going hard before, but since I met you, you made me go hard every single day. to where when I talk to my wife, she say, "You talked to Alan today?" And I'm like, really? So
Appreciate it.
yeah, man, thank you very much, and for Ed, I want to also thank you, Ed, for who you are, who you've been. Marvin is not here. You guys been in my lives forever, and appreciate you. I know, if things have been hard, I know if you wake up tomorrow and you're rich tomorrow, I know that you're gonna call me first. So
I won't call you though.
you're
Don't
gonna
forget
fly.
me,
You're gonna
Ed.
fly.
No, I won't call. I just
Show up.
knock at your door.
Yeah,
Show up.
exactly. I know. So, we all go through some hard times, man, and
Yeah.
it's difficult, when one person may have to step up and, try to carry it, and it is hard. But there's one reason why I continue, and I stay in my lane, and it can become frustrating at times, but I find a way, but at the end of the day, I do it because I know the bond that we have. And I know that you got my back. I know if I was in a certain position, I wouldn't have to worry either. So, I push, but again, that push is very hard to do. But, with a wife and, Alan, constantly just speaking to me every day and making sure I, stay the course. It's awesome, very awesome. I just wanted to say that.
Thank
Yep.
you, Alan.
Definitely,
Thank you,
my pleasure.
Ed.
Thank you.
Yep, and
Yep.
and one more thing. I'm sorry, one more thing. Auntie Joy, I know our family is very important for all of us. We're all like miles away. We used to do a lot of gathering, and that brought our family together. I want to thank you for being there from day one. Yeah,
Thank you for
Always,
adopting
Dale.
me.
yeah. He said,
Always.
and Ed said thank you for adopting him,
For what?
for adopting him.
Of course. You know you're in the family. You're not going nowhere, Ed.
Yep. Yeah, he knows. Yep. And when it comes to our family, we are together as one, through all ups and downs. And everything that I am doing right now with the help of, my friends and my wife, I'm doing it because, I do have the hopes of seeing those family gathering again, because it definitely bring the family closer. So I'm on a mission, and that's definitely one of the reasons I'm on this mission.
Yeah. I'm coming back in December, hopefully, Dale.
No problem, because you were just here and you saw the camaraderie.
We had so much fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That's why I miss
I'm
the
gonna
group
be
in
so
New York.
jealous now. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Don't say that on the live.
You can come up. You can come up, Cardia. Cardia, just go to the,
I'll see you soon, Auntie.
go. You can come
I don't want
up.
to cry right now. I don't want people to see me with my puppy eyes or my cat eyes. Sorry, my cat eyes.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
No, you got beautiful eyes.
Thank you
But
so
no,
much.
you can come up. Tell Savon work faster.
Hey,
I'm gonna see if
thanks.
I can link him up with Usain Bolt.
Yeah. Work faster, Savon.
Me too.
Get on it.
You too. You want to win some races, Ed?
No, you say Bo is a great investor. Trust me.
Oh
The guy is
gosh, that's
good.
why we say that.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
want to meet him.
Hey. So the live is over. So now we're just having some fun, huh?
Right. Yeah.
I didn't even know if it was over.
It's over.
It's still saying live. Is it not
no,
live anymore?
No, I didn't end it. It's still going, but we can always cut it.
Shirley,
It's all good.
I'll send it to you earlier next week, okay?
Okay, Joy.
Okay. And for those who tune in tonight, please to send us a like and leave a comment on our page on Facebook. Not Facebook. Where did I get Facebook from? From YouTube. All right.
What's the name on YouTube?
On the book. Oh,
Founding
If anybody
player.
needs some
Founding
needs books,
players.
let me know. I can help you out with that.
Okay.
You can't miss it.
All right. Thanks.
If you have any problem, let me know, Shirley.
Okay, Joy. No worries.
I'll help you.
Yes.
Yep.
Tonight was so fun. I'm so excited. When is
It
Sunday
is.
again? When is Sunday? How many more days before Sunday?
7.
We were cooking, you know, and I just finished, and we sat down and ate, and I'm like, oops, it's that time to go on.
Yeah.
We started
I was
out
at
late
work.
today.
I was at work and I was like, oh my God, I'm so busy, but I keep texting everybody, yo, it's on now, it's on now. He's like, okay, Cardi,
Yeah.
I'm going on now. So, you know, I really appreciate all my friends and, you know, my
Yeah.
sister and stuff for really
That's
taking
nice.
the time out.
Your
Yeah.
sister still on? Your sister still on, Cardi?
You know I'm in
Yeah,
Florida
she's still
though,
on.
Yes,
right
she
now.
is. Hello, everyone.
You
Hi.
are?
Hi, Carrie.
Hi, Carrie.
Hi.
Hi,
How are
Carrie.
you? How is everyone?
Very good. I'm good.
Good.
Show
Good.
your
Good.
face, Carrie. Show your face.
Oh my God, no, not right now. I'm laying in my bed with rollers in my
Oh,
hair
okay.
and my nightie on.
Okay, so next time
Just
then.
show your head.
You having the roller, sis?
Show my head.
Can you put a wrap around your head just to let him see your face to know my beautiful sister?
Put the phone like this.
Next Sunday, I promise you guys are gonna see my face.
All right.
I'm partially hiding too.
Thank you, sis. Really appreciate it.
No problem, honey. You know I got you.
I know.
I'm partially
Yeah.
hiding too.
You're partially hiding. I can see your whole
Good.
thing.
And who is Christine Lewis hiding? Who's that?
Christine used to work by my previous workplace in Hundreds.
Oh, yes. I can't
She
really
just
see
got
the
married
picture.
the other
Yeah.
day too. Like I think a little bit after we got married.
Okay, Christine.
Hmm.
What's up, Christine? Hey, I want my real treatment.
She doesn't work there anymore.
Uh,
Hi, good
Oh,
night.
Christine is beautiful.
right.
Thank you. That's just a picture now. I'm sure I'm gonna look so now.
Christine,
Yeah.
you're not easy. Stop it.
Oh,
It was fun. It was fun and intriguing. Myself and my husband was actually tuning in and listening because he has knowledge of the whole share, right? Yeah.
oh,
Yes, stocks and shares. So we were listening.
Okay.
nice.
Awesome.
Hey, Savon,
Huh?
I just bought Canon.
Oh, you when? Tonight, since we've been talking, or
Since you
bought
was
it?
talking, while you were talking.
Wow.
Hey. Hey,
That's
Yep.
listen.
Robert,
Just-
thank you so much as well, Robert Daly. Thank you all the way from Cayman Islands. Thank you.
Oh,
Could you
Listen.
tell Cayman Islands to open up their borders,
Well,
please?
Thank you,
Okay.
Alan. You trying to say something? Not Alan.
Definitely.
Robert. Sorry.
Yeah, Cardia, big up yourself. Enough respect.
Thank you very much.
That's it, Robert?
Yeah, well, the Wi-Fi was on and off most of the time. I only heard a few bits and pieces, but so interested and very
Yeah.
interesting, I should say. Well researched. I can see that you did some research and you have a wealth of knowledge on what you are doing. And good luck and all the best in the future.
Yes,
Thank you,
definitely.
Robert.
Thank you. Yes,
Robert,
thank you.
Robert, please tell Cayman Islands to open up the border, please.
I know, right?
Yeah, definitely. Working on it.
They need to hurry. They need to hurry up.
Yeah,
you ready to go,
yeah.
Ed?
Hopefully
I have
by
stuff over there
December.
that I need to get.
Hopefully by December, if they don't change their mind again, because they keep on extending the dates.
December. Every month is a new month.
Every month is a new month. So, let's hope and watch and see what is happening.
Yeah.
Thank you, Robert.
Yeah,
Thanks.
man. All right, no problem.
All right. Blessings.
Yeah, all right, cool. Blessings.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we touch on everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So how about everybody show their face before we leave?
This is not my real face, oh.
Come on.
Yes, this
God.
is not my real face. I look younger yesterday.
Mm-mm.
Yep. Well, I
This
guess
is nice.
nobody don't want to leave. Nobody don't want to leave, huh?
So you just hang up on us.
Huh?
You just hang up on us.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm going. Good night, all.
Good night,
Yes,
Auntie.
Talk to you,
Have a good
Shirley.
night.
Good night, everyone.
Night.
Good
Okay,
night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
That's Sunday. See you guys.
Night,
Bye.
night.
Okay,
All
my
right.
sister.
Oh,
Sis.
I got
Thank
this
you.
shirt for you.
Who have a shirt for who?
Savon, I got the shirt for you.
Oh.
I never got the delivery, but I bring it with me.
Mhm. Okay.
All right, Ed, I need a shirt too, man. I'm in Florida.
Tell him,
Of
Alan.
course, I need one too. Repping.
You in our neck of the woods.
I'm working on something though. Trust me, it's much bigger than shirts right now.
Mhm.
And
Hey,
then I
Ed,
do more than
Ed,
shirts.
Ed,
Mm.
stop going around the thing. The man asked you for a shirt. Get the man a shirt.
What size?
Thank you.
Give me a large.
Large. What color?
Gotta be black.
Ooh, okay.
I want a pullover, army green, or a rose pink.
What? I guess you want to melt.
I want to blend in with the hurt.
You want to blend in with the sun.
You want the Pepto Bismol pink.
You want a peach. That's what you want.
Oh Lord, I don't want a peach. I like pink.
It's kind of pinkish.
Ish. But green is good. Green goes good with my skin.
So
you
she's
want
not dealing with no issues. No ish thing.
Do you need a small camouflage? That's what you want.
Yes, please. Perfecto.
Yeah. See? I read your mind.
All right. So next thing. When are we getting them shirts?
All right. That's the big thing now. Go
Yeah,
on. You're on the spotlight.
Oh, and by the way, before you go, Shirley, Robert, and Melissa said give them a shirt too.
Right? Correct. So listen, one have to go all the way in Cayman, yeah? And you have a couple to go in Jamaica.
Listen,
Sure.
I need Cayman to open so badly. You don't understand.
I want it to open back too.
All right. Well, Robert say make sure on his shirt you put Cayman needs to open.
Yeah, that's DHL my one. That's DHL my one now.
Right?
But
Express.
yes. Cayman
All
is
you need-
very expensive, so come
All
with the
you need
money.
to give me
Come with the money.
$35 travel postal service. The expensive the delivery.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
No, okay.
you do footwears, Ed?
Not yet.
I would want a sneakers. I want to be stepping.
You want to be stepping.
Stepping.
Wow. You know, there's slippers, you know.
I'll give you a foot when you give me a shoe.
You give me so I guess you're gonna be limping then.
Oh my God. I'll be a track star. I'll be a runner and a track star.
Oh Lord. I don't even want to hear that song one more time.
I know you don't like it. Oh my God.
Nope.
My track star.
Trying to make jokes.
Yeah. I guess he's rubbing off on you.
It's not good for me at all. It's not good for me.
You have to go there, Ed. Talk about I'm rubbing off on her.
Oh, he's rubbing off on you, man.
Yeah, I think I'm rubbing off on him too. You see, he starts smiling a lot more now.
I laugh, I
Well,
laugh.
That's him.
I
He's
laugh.
blushing.
Whatever, wife. Whatever,
yeah.
wife.
Really?
I, I,
Really?
I, I think I'm gonna cut off now.
Happy wife, happy life.
I hate that topic.
That's why I'm here smiling.
So Ed, question: when are you coming to Jamaica? I'm longing to see you. You know.
I may have to go Trinidad. I'm gonna have to work on that though.
You're gonna go to Trinidad first?
I'm gonna have to go Trinidad first.
Really?
Yeah.
Babe, let's go to Trinidad. If that's the only I'm gonna see head, then I have to go.
I'm going to New York. Ed's in New York. I ain't going to Trinidad. I'm going to New York.
Well, let's go New York.
I have to go Trinidad and Cayman.
As a matter of fact, I just got to jump in the car. I think he's still in Florida, so I don't even need to go.
I'm still here. I'm still in Florida.
I'm not going all the way to Trinidad when he's right here.
What is that? 4 hours away, 3.5 hours away from you? Yeah.
How far is Trinidad from here?
6 hours.
4 hours from Jamaica.
4 hours. 4 hours about? 4, 5 hours.
4 hours from Jamaica there, but I've been there once.
Okay. All right, Ed, check this out. You're 4 hours driving from me, and it's better Jamaica is an hour and a half, a little bit less. Let's meet in Jamaica. It's quicker by plane.
I know. I gotta get my passport up.
Meet in Jamaica, even though it'd be quicker to go. Wait, hold on. Where in Florida you at?
St. Pete's.
And Florida is huge, bro. Jeez.
Yeah, I'm on the opposite side of Miami, or you can say Miami, but your side in West Palm.
Yep, Florida is huge, though. I'm just thinking about Florida and Jamaica. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Florida alone is bigger than Jamaica. Crazy.
Oh yeah, much bigger.
All right, so we guys looking forward to next Sunday. It looks like it's gonna be booming.
Well, one thing for sure, if we shorten our discussion, it'd be great, even though we're on still and just kicking it and talking. We definitely want to keep our discussion, 30 minutes. That was the goal. We started a little bit late. I think we might have went to about 40 minutes. 30 minutes is good, so everybody can get in and get off.
And I was kids free, so
they got time.
I had time. I put time. Because I actually came to the door, and as soon as I put my stuff down, and then I just came on, and the freedom to do that is great. But yeah, because my mom wanted me to do something, so I just came on. If once I have the little freedom, I could accomplish things.
That's
Where's
good.
your mom now? Where's your mom now?
She's probably chilling right now, watching something.
Tell her I say hi.
Yeah, I'll tell her.
And I'll tell my mom you say hi.
Yeah.
Not that you told me to do that. I'm doing that.
Guys, so have a good night. Bye, Robert. Bye, Melissa. Bye, Alan. Bye, Ed. Bye, Cardia. Bye, Mr. Steve.
All right, Cardia. All right, take care.
I'm telling myself bye too, because I'm coming off.
All right, I'm going to leave the live now too. Well, someone close off the live. So bye. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Yeah, big up on yourself.
All right, blessings.
All right, next week Sunday.
See you Sunday.
All righty.
All right.
Bye.
No promises.
Yeah, I know you have work.
No promises.
So I understand.
Yeah. Okay,
Guys.
but if I'm not working, definitely.
Right.
What's up?
You're
Guys,
saying
I gotta,
something?
yes, I have a phone call I need to attend to, so I have to go now.
All right.
All right, so I'm gonna end it.
All right. Bye.
All right, talk to you in a few, wife.
All right, husband.
All right, Ed,
You don't need to
Melissa,
talk to me.
Alan, everybody, good night.
Good night.
Bye.
See y'all
Bye.
Sunday. Bye.
Bye, Mrs. Smith.
Thank you.